So in this video, just like the previous one, if you did not watch the previous one, I'll leave a link. But basically, all I do is in this video, I'm gonna show y'all the park, tell y'all about my experience as like an average person, how I spent one single day in Epic Universe, the merchandise I bought, and just the rides and yeah, and how um everything looked and my experience. And yeah, the entrance was crazy. All the entrances to these portals are great. They are pretty good. Like just entering, I went straight to another world, which I'll show you all later. But this place looked pretty epic.
Say that again?
But starting off with Mario. Super Mario is the first world I went to because it's the world that the rides start at 9. The others start at 10. At least that's what I know. Bought myself a what's it called, power up band. I if there's something that you want to know that I like, what's something I need to buy or that you want me to recommend you to buy, it's a magic band because it gives you so much to do in the park and it just rewards you, and it's just great. It's great. Also, feel so bad for the people that have to, that can't go up these escalators because you get through this pipe and it does the sound effect, and if this is great. It's great. You enter right into the inside of Peach's castle, and it looks great. It looks awesome, and it has the paintings from the game from Mario 64, and it's just wow. It's just wow. I was so amazed that I know some people just went straight into the world, but now I needed to explore to just appreciate every single detail in this castle, and it just looked great. But right when you enter, my like I was just amazed how it looked. It just looked great, looked awesome, and it's just wow. Like it really felt like I was in the land, like the Mushroom Kingdom. I really felt like I was there, and it was great. It was just breathtaking, and the castle, especially at night. At night, it looks great. Again, the magic band, or not the magic super, this the power up band, just gives you so much to do and so much to things to explore, and it also unlocks a ride. And speaking of rides, I just had to get this one out of the way because it's the one that had most of the lines, like the most. Again, like I said, I'm not a pass holder, whatever it's called, the fast pass. I'm just your average person going to Epic Universe, and yes, I had to wait. Was it like, I think 185 minutes in this ride? So what I recommend you do is use the restroom before going, because unfortunately there are no restrooms inside. And if you gotta go, well, you're gonna have to go back into the line. I'm like, the decoration looked pretty nice, and I was basically like Patrick, like I have to touch. Like I wanted to touch. These trophies look so good. I don't know why they don't sell them. They should, but instead of those trophies, we got that one. Which, I mean, I get it, Universal, but those other trophies though, I would have spent my money on those trophies to have all of them. So you enter to like Bowser's like office or whatever. Looked pretty nice. Everything is so detailed. Like I could like wow, like everything had so much detail, like a long line, but you just get entertained by it. Like there's like ghosts on some screens, and just the music too. It was just great, and then just it was awesome. It was awesome. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed this 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 one. This one by far was my favorite one in the Mario Land because it was just great. And also he had like 3 pictures of Peach. Like, bro. So I did not record the inside of the store, but of the it's right after you go to the Mario Kart one. But the first item I bought was this Lakitu plush keychain, and I just really liked it, and I'm gonna hang it somewhere in my room because I just really liked how it looked, and I just take pictured of him just hanging. You know, his eyes a little derpy. He was like $16, which, you know, now thinking about it, just how derpy he looks, maybe he wasn't worth $16. But again, like I mentioned in the last video, if you buy the universal credit card, they give you 10% on everything. But yeah, $16. Is it worth $16? No. The second item is this other keychain, which is the Bowser's Challenge keychain, which I was gonna buy the. I thought it was made of metal. There's this other that looked like this shield that's like way bigger, and I was like, oh, I want to buy it, thinking it was metal, right? I touched it and it was plywood, and I was like, no. And I was like, okay, how much? It was $35. So I was like, you know what? No. I mean, if it was made out of metal, then yeah, but it wasn't. So I got this keychain, which is made of metal. Bowser's Challenge, and it just looked pretty nice. I really like it. The third item I bought was this reversible Barrett Boo. And it has this face, and it has this face. This will be going into my door. This was $35. I was gonna buy the Boo plushie thingy, but that was like I forgot what it was, but it was just pretty expensive for it to be, you know, small. The fourth item was this magnet for the trophy. I got the 100 coins that was needed, so I got myself this, which was $20. I did not. Is this worth $20? Let me open it, and I'll let you know. So here it is, opened. And I mean, comparing from the $34 that the other trophy had, I mean, I don't know. You be the judge of if it's worth it or not. And lastly, what I bought was this Boo hoodie, which was $60. Pretty expensive for a simple design, but it's too late. You know, while you're at the park and everything, you're like, oh my god, look, I want it. And then when you get home, you're like, why? So the next ride I went into was Yoshi's Island, which, fun fact, that was my first ever Nintendo video game that I played. And the music they were playing was very nostalgic. And not only that, just the waiting area itself is pretty nostalgic. Now you might be looking at it and be like, it looks a little simple, and you know, it's just you and a Yoshi. It's more than that. It's actually you go in there and you actually have to find these Yoshi eggs to eventually find the golden Yoshi egg. And it's pretty nice. I do recommend it, and the line was short. At least that's when I went. I think it was like 25 minutes, and it's very nice. And the music, great. After that, went to eat at Toadstool's Cafe and got me Bowser's Challenge, which, warning, it's very spicy, for me at least. Which, by the way, when you, for this one, this is for the the Mario Burger is what you get for the Mario Burger. These two are from the kids Mario Burger. And this one's from Bowser's Challenge. Pretty nice. Just put like detail on this little figure that you get from just eating there, and it's pretty nice. After you're done collecting all the 4 keys, you get to enjoy this Bowser Jr. ride, which is just like I said, it's like the Villain Con. It's a standing ride, so don't go into it when you're tired. But right after that, I had to go to Donkey Kong Country because, as y'all saw with my power-up band, my favorite Nintendo character is Donkey Kong. By the way, I've been playing Donkey Kong Bonanza, so check it out. Check out my gameplays. I've done like four videos on it, and I've been having a lot of fun. I will be filming another video on Donkey Kong Bonanza, which will be coming out tomorrow. But here is the tunnel for Donkey Kong Country, which is pretty cool. But right when you enter, just like every portal you enter, it just looks great. It literally feels like you were teleported to another world, and just it looked awesome. Here's Cranky Kong, which I've encountered in Donkey Kong Bonanza. Check out my gameplay. If you have a small child, I wouldn't recommend you bringing him or her to this ride because it's pretty extreme. So apart from Funky Kong's store, the only really merchandise of Donkey Kong is in the 1-Up store. And this is what I bought. So my first item that I bought was this Donkey Kong hoodie, which looked pretty nice. There was like a lot of them, but this one was mostly the one that caught my eye. It has Donkey Kong and Diddy. And here is basically the inside. The outside has Donkey Kong Country on it. Their back, and this, also this, they have these on the sleeves, bananas and barrels. And then on the back, it's Donkey Kong and Diddy on the minecart. My second, hold on. It was $75, so $10 more expensive than the Boo hoodie. Second item that I got was this Donkey Kong in a barrel. I wanted the other Donkey Kong, but at that moment I was starting to run low in money, so I just got this one, which was $20, which was half of the other Donkey Kong, which I really wished I could have afforded it, but I'll take this. I think this is like a pencil pouch. It looks like a pencil pouch, but I'm not using it as a pencil pouch. I am gonna hang it in the wall, on my wall. And lastly, I had to get myself this Diddy Kong, because ain't no party like a Diddy. So another thing that you might have not known about the Magic Band is that you can use it as an you can use it as an amiibo. And I'm gonna use it on Donkey Kong Bonanza, which, by the way, no, I understand. I already mentioned it. There's a gameplay. Y'all get it. But if you go here, click on the amiibo, put it right there, and all I have to do is, I think, do this, and there it goes, just like that. Which, by the way, I have gameplay. Okay, y'all get it, y'all understand. Y'all won't hear anything else from my gameplays. right after you do the Donkey Kong and you collected the Yoshi egg, you collected the 100 coins, you did the Bowser Jr.'s challenge, you are you should get all golden stamps. All other stamps are optional. It's just all you need to do is basically get on the rides and you should be good. After Mario, I went to Berk. And I gotta say, looks pretty nice. Unfortunately, I did not see one of the drone dragons. I rode one ride, which was the water ride, because I went with my family and they did not want to get on the other rides, which it's fair. And we went to watch the Untrainable Dragon show, which was pretty nice. If you like shows, yeah, I would recommend it. And I just gotta say, I also didn't buy anything. Not that I'm not like a fan of How to Train a Dragon. I like the movies. I just was saving my money for another place, but really liked it. It's not, it's not comparing to the others. It's not as like wow, like breathtaking or anything. I'm not saying that it's a bad world. I'm not saying that it's like it's just like if I was ranking the worlds, it would probably be my. Let's see, how many words are there? Let's see, Mario, Dungeons Dragon, Harry Potter, monsters. It would probably be third. But again, not saying that it's bad. Just saying, not really. To my opinion, not really the best. If you walk towards the Untrainable Dragon, you might come across this dragon. It's been a long time since I've seen the movies and I barely watched the shows, so I don't particularly know the name of this dragon. But if you wait like 2, 3, 5 minutes, it will eventually throw ice breath, which is pretty nice. I did get jump scared a little bit. You don't really see it, but it did take me by surprise because I was like waiting for such a long time, and then it did it. So after Berk, I went to the land of Harry Potter. And if y'all watched my last video, I'm sorry, but I've only played a little bit of the Lego Harry Potter games. I've only watched fully the first Harry Potter movie and Fantastic Beasts. Apart from that, that's pretty much it. Like, I've seen half of the second movie and like the endings of the last two movies, but apart from that, yeah, I don't have any other knowledge of Harry Potter. So I apologize. But I did go see the Fantastic Beasts show, which was pretty nice. I really enjoyed it. And I think if you like shows, you'll enjoy it too. And it's a very nice world too. And really, it's nice. But here it is, the world of Harry Potter. After leaving Harry Potter, I went to one of the little stands and got me this Epic Universe popcorn bucket. Because I actually know this is the first ever popcorn bucket that I've ever reviewed in my channel. Because I do buy popcorn bucket. No, actually, no, this is my second one. If y'all watched my Fantastic Four video. But it's a pretty nice popcorn bucket, and most of all, Right now it's just an image like this, but turn it on and it's a portal. It's pretty cool. I don't remember exactly how much it was, but I think it was like $33. But yeah, this is the epic popcorn bucket. By the way, the park at night looks great, but I waited for it to go nighttime. Not for the park. Well, yes, for the park, but not for the entire park. One section in particular, and that was Dark Universe. I was like, I am not entering the Dark Universe. I don't care how tempting it is. I'm gonna wait until it's nighttime to go into Dark Universe, because it's called Dark Universe. I had to go in there during the dark time, and I did not regret my decision. I was just so amazed. Like, I'm such a horror fan. Like, this was awesome. It felt like I was just there, and I mean, I was there, but in the real one, the real universe. But that was just, it looks so nice. I don't, if you go during the day, that's fine, but come back at the night. It just looks great. I mean, the entire park looks great at night, but this section in particularly, just crazy. Really enjoyed it. Unfortunately, I did not get into any of the park and the attractions because no one wanted to go in with me. But usually the Monsters ride is 10 minutes, sometimes 25. But the Werewolf by Night, that's the longest one. Like, when I went there, it was like 45 minutes, and it did not go any lower than that. But just look at the place, and just with the moon. I wish it was a full moon. That would have made it perfect. But this was great. It was awesome. I also went to the burning windmill because I was not going to miss that. And I sure did not. I stood there with all those other people, and awesome. Just great. Really liked it. And I highly recommend y'all go at night. The last thing I bought at the park was this Frankenstein hoodie. There's a lot. Like I mentioned in the last video, I'm a very huge horror fan. And, well, there were so many things I wanted to buy, but I unfortunately had enough for one. And it was this Frankenstein hoodie. And it looks great. Here's the back. Here it is. It says he's alive. This was $74. I think the inside also has, this hoodie has Frankenstein in it, and I think that's pretty much it when it comes to the details in this hoodie. But yeah, that was Epic Universe. And, well, I'm gonna end this video with the light show.
their wizardry magic, raced through realms of power-up and play, stood face to face with monsters and darkness, and soared beyond the clouds with dragons. Now, Celestial Park invites you to a final celebration of these epic worlds.
But if y'all want to see the ending of this light show, y'all just gonna have to come to the park. See what I did there, Universal? This is not sponsored. You should sponsor me, cause now people are gonna want to stay longer and look at the show, cause I didn't show them. So you should sponsor me. Give me a free ticket to Halloween Horror Nights. That'd be nice. Here's some videos y'all can watch in the meantime. But I'll see y'all in the next video.